Hi guys, it's Jamie with Not Too Shabby. I am just hanging out today. I thought I'd do a little crafting and I thought I'd give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Rhonda. She suggested I make some gift tags or gift card holders using our new mini bundle release. So I thought that was a fabulous idea, and since I have some time to craft, I thought I'd whip up a couple tags and give you guys some ideas. So if you missed the video, you can go back and look at the items in detail. I do share them all in detail. You can go back to my previous video. I have it linked up here on the little card. You can check out the details on what's in the ephemera pack, the paper pad. This is the I Want It All bundle. We do have a beautiful die that will cut out everything in the stamp set, including the sentiments. It also has a nice detail. It will cut out the inside of the handle on this mug. Everything is ready to ship, so I am shipping these out. And there's a nice stencil, a Call Me Crafty Al stencil. Lots of love stencil, so you make some beautiful backgrounds. I only have, I think, one left of the bundle without the die. So the rest of the bundles will be sold with the die. And I did list a few of the dies on its own because you can purchase this stamp set by itself. So if you just wanted to pick up the stamp set and the die, I do have a few available. Or if you had picked up the bundle without the die and now you're wanting the die, go ahead and grab that because there are just a few. So I thought I'd take out some of these wobblers in case I want to make one with a wobbler. This first one I'm going to glue right down onto my tag here. So I colored it with Copics. I saw this little trick on Crafty Mama Diaries channel. She did 10 cards with this kit and they are amazing. You gotta watch her video. I will have it linked up there for you and down below in the description box if you missed it. But she did a little trick where she cut a slit right there on the line and tucked in this little lollipop or spoon. And since I got some ink on my, when I stamped it, I got some ink right there, so I thought I'd cover that up with the spoon. So perfect. So I used a CC design stitched in and out. I think this is a rectangle, and I cut that out in white. I backed it up in white paper, and then I'm going to add the inside panel with the paper from the paper pad with these beautiful roses. And then I have what came out of this for my next die, so a beautiful rosed frame. So let's add some glue to the back of this. So you can use any dies that you have, like rectangle dies, maybe decorative ones that have scallops, like this one. Or if you have a tag die that makes quick and easy tags. Or if you don't have any of those dies, you can just cut a square to the size you wish, and then just pop a hole with a hole puncher right here at the top. That's what I'm going to do, and turn this into a tag. Isn't that beautiful? This would be just so pretty with just like a sentiment. This paper is gorgeous. So I'm going to grab my hole puncher. You're going to want to grab some twine, seam binding, ribbon, whatever you want to use for the top. So I grab some of that. I have my crocodile here. So we've got a big punch and a smaller. I think I'm just going to punch it with the bigger one. Okay, so now we have a nice hole. You can put a reinforcer if you want to. And I'm going to angle my image just a little bit because I don't want to cover up all of those beautiful roses. So I'm going to put my little image on an angle, and then I'll have my sentiment on an angle in the corner. So I'm going to thread my twine first. So I got some red and white twine, and I like to use a lot of twine. Okay, so I'm going to have that up there, and I'm going to tie the bow with the seam binding. I don't know if I like the red or the white better. Let's see, this side matches a little more. My seam binding is a little bit old. This looks a little dingy, doesn't it? So maybe this red will work better. But I'm gonna wanna make a little bow. So we'll see how this looks. Make sure I cut enough to make the bow. So what are you guys doing this weekend? Is anyone crafting? This morning, it looked like it was starting to snow, so wonder if I'm gonna go upstairs and there's gonna be a big snowstorm going on or what. But it looked really pretty. I just hate having to call the plow to do our driveway. We have this big round driveway, so it's too much to shovel. So I always call the plow. Okay, so, and then the top I'm gonna cut off. Okay, so let's glue this down. I think I'm gonna pop up the little lollipop. And we want this on an angle. Okay, so let's get our sentiment over here in the corner. I'm just gonna take a little pop dot behind this little lollipop so it sticks down, but it still looks like it's popped up. Okay, let's see how this bow is going. I think I want to trim the bow up a little bit. I don't know. Got seam binding strings everywhere. Okay. Okay, who fusses with bows like I do? It's like you want it to be like perfect, but they never behave, do they? Okay, so there's my first tag. What do you think? All right, so now I'm going to do another one, but have the rose frame. I'm going to use the stencil for the background for my rose frame, and I'm going to use Kitsch Flamingo Distress ink. I'm also going to use Picked Raspberry. So I'm going to do the bottom in one color, and then I'm going to fade into the other color just to get a little bit of variation here. I think that looks really cute. Okay, that turned out really pretty. So we're just gonna glue that right on top here. And that looks so cute. I'm gonna color up my image here with some Copic markers. I'm gonna use the cupcake on this one and the Be Mine sentiments. And I'm gonna color the bottom of this cupcake a teal color. I'm using BG49, BG23, BG13, and BG11. I'm gonna do some simple coloring. So I'm just gonna put some darker highlights down. And then I can never figure out which one is darker, BG13 or BG23. I think BG13 is darker. So I'm just going to blend out that layer just a little bit. I'm going to go back in with the BG23 right over that. And I'll do the center with the lightest color. It keeps their faces bright when you use a lighter color instead of using the darker color all the way colored through your cupcake there. I'm going to go over some of these colors again because my BG11 is a little bit dry there, so I'm not getting a lot of ink out. So I'm going back in with my BG13 to blend this a little bit better. And I'm leaving a lot of white space for some highlights. And then I'll do the top in a strawberry color. So I just happened upon this combination and I really like it. It really does blend nicely. So it was, let's see, R22. Now I hope I can find the markers. R35. Now where was the third one? My desk was a mess and I kind of just, okay, I pulled out some colors, R35, R22, and R11. I just can't find the third marker that I used that I loved with these two colors. I got this color here. And I don't remember what the third color was. I know this one was the darkest. And then I knew I blended it with this one. And I know it was not this one, R11, but I thought maybe this one would look good. It's okay. This is a little dry, so I feel like all my markers are getting really dry. Okay, I'm going to take my white Jelly Roll pen and give these images a little life with some highlights. I'm just gonna clean up my highlight here. Got a little pink on it. More cute dots. So this one, I'm gonna make this one into a wobbler. I'm just gonna pop this onto the back. This image is big enough to use one of the big wobblers. Super cute. Okay, I'm going to pop my hole for my tag. So let's try doing this without the seam binding and see which one looks better. Okay, so now we have a twine bow, little wobbler, so cute. Or we have the other one that has the seam binding. So which way do you think looks better? Seam binding or without? I can't decide. I love the wobbler, isn't that fun? So let me get this out of the way so we could see these better. Okay, here are the two tags. The one without the seam binding, just the twine bow. Cute little wobbler. Stenciled background. And then we've got the seam binding bow. The little lollipop popped up. So which way do you think is better, without the seam binding or with? So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you guys real soon. All the links will be in the description box. Thanks for stopping by. Take care, guys.